Hi, everybody. We're live on Fandango Friday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana liqueur reviews. James P. Madonna is with Progressive Discussions. He's in New Jersey. Jean-Pierre will probably be joining us. But James just for Fandango Friday.
Fandango Friday. Happy Festivus for the rest of us, and happy belated Krampus Day. Winter solstice Yule are here for us fools. Now, take it away, the one and only Ronald J. Terrio.
Okay, hello, folks. I have the party bucket, and some people keep saying, what about these 99 brands? What flavors? And I told them, I said, I used all the 99s about a year ago. I've been adding new products to it as per his suggestion. James P. Madonna, I give credit where credit's
to make it more, it's like playing shooting craps, you know?
Right. So now I'll reach in there, grab something at random.
Except this is not crap. This is good quality stuff that this man buys.
Well, hopefully. I don't know. All right. Some of may not be the best, but it's interesting, whatever. Heck. Now, here we go. I don't even know what I have yet. Oh, well. I bought this at Total Wine & More.
Right. Oh,
let me
Mr. Mr. Stacky? Mr. whatever. Mr. Stacks liqueur naranja, as they say in Spanish. Oh, triple sec?
Now, triple sec says made with all natural flavors. I've never had triple sec, so I don't really know. I know they use it. Would make
I've seen it in cocktail. It's very common in certain cocktail recipes.
Yeah, you can buy it at all the liquor stores. So this is 30% alcohol, 60 proof. It's another one of those that I got from Princeton, Minnesota. Looks like Princeton, Minnesota has an endless supply of liquors and liqueurs. And at 69 cents a bottle, I'm not going to complain. So let's put this in the banners. Clear. So there's no coloring at it. It's just
real natural flavors. No U.S. government dye love potion number 9.
Yeah, it says natural flavors. So no food coloring. Let's see. We'll type this in real fast.
Well, do it the way you normally do it. Don't go too fast.
Well, you know what I mean. Fast enough to get it done. Triple sec.
Okay.
60 proof. All right, almost done. Now you told me you have a very unique. Well, it can't be very unique. It's either unique or I published in college. at
Well,
Southeastern Louisiana
it's not only
University.
unique. It's
And
not only you. It's not only unique to me, but it's unique to the genre of hard liquor that it belongs to. I think.
so let me just give a quick sniff. Aroma, well, there's a faint fruit note. Honestly, the aroma, there's not much there. Got to call it as I see it. Now, when I was in college, now, you know, a lot of people look down on southern states, so they'll say, well, you went to Southeastern Louisiana University, so you probably didn't learn anything. You know, the South is a bunch of idiots. You know what I'm talking about. People think
Yeah,
that
it
way.
wasn't Ivy. It wasn't your typical Northern Ivy League university, like they call them. You know, like if somebody went to
Columbia University wasn't Bucknell.
I went to Yale.
I didn't go to Columbia. I didn't go to Bucknell. I didn't go to, but one thing he taught us in a English class, he said you should never say something is very unique, because unique means unlike anything else in the world. So there's no way you could be very unlike anything else in the world. He said either you are like other things or you're not like other things. So I thought,
Different.
yeah, it's a good.
Maybe different would have been a better word. Different. Something that I've never seen before. Yeah.
Yeah, well, unique means totally different. Totally different.
Totally
Anything
different.
else.
Like if the infamous gray aliens came down and offered me some hard liquor from their planet, you know, and then I would say, hey, Ron, I have something really,
Right.
really super unique. Okay. Let me put the
Right. And if
they got a
somebody said, oh, this tastes like orange. It's really unique. Well, it's not unique if it tastes like oranges.
yeah, you're damn right. Oranges are like bananas and apples. They're just so common. You know, when you ask somebody to name fruit, they're not going to say persimmon or kumquat or, you know, or soursop. Anyway, I will. Not only do I find the bottle that's in my hand very fascinating, um, I find their website very fascinating because it is very educational in what in their description of the history of the hard liquor. Uh, yeah, that's another talk show, Jason. Thank you, thank you, and greetings to Isle of Fire, Halford E. Newman, and Jeremy. Okay, here we go. I brought. Oh, I've been live streaming on my Facebook page, Progressive Discussions. You know, I could go on Twitter if I want, but everybody I know is on Facebook. You know, I mean, I can go on Twitch, Twitter. Anyway, hold on. Let me wait till I got a little more room. Unique is only one. Oh, I'll just learn something.
Trying to get these comments.
I have a plantation rum from the Fiji Islands, and I never knew that the South Pacific mass-produced and bottled any rum. I have never ever had rum from the South Pacific, and beautiful bottle. I wish I had a ukulele and I knew how to play it, because then I would play it. but let me just see what we got here. Product of the Fiji Islands, double barrel rum, 40% alcohol by volume, of course. It has where it says Fiji Islands, and then it says France. Is Fiji still a colony? Is it a colony of France, or it used to be?
No, it never. I'll tell you about that in a minute, but
Okay,
no, it's
okay.
not.
Yeah, and on the bottom it's got plantation. It's a very elaborate label. I mean, it shows you like the paradise of the tropics. I mean, I'm very impressed with the website because I was reading it a little bit and I was learning a lot. And you'll find out once you bring it up. Um,
Yes, I've
screen.
already got it up. I've already got it. I'll show it in a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jason.
I've already got it. It came up quick too.
Definitely is.
You don't do
Well,
you don't do fake book, huh?
oh well.
I was reading one of the comments.
Yeah, well, what can I do? It wasn't my choice to be singled out since 2007. All of a sudden, like I'm a saint compared to a hell of a lot of people on social media.
Right.
It mentions Fiji Islands sugarcane, notes of exotic fruits and raisin. You see, the thing is, I couldn't find the webpage about the Fiji Islands plantation, but the education I was talking about goes into detail, as you will see, on rums, different types of rums with a beautiful photo on top. Says here traditional English rums, traditional Spanish rums, agricultural rums, and they give you a little education, a little history, which
Yeah.
I thought was fascinating. But they mentioned
Well, that is a great looking product. That is a great looking product. And is it expensive?
no, it only cost me it cost me like $30. Not really. It's
Oh,
um they mentioned let's see, a rum with warm notes of exotic fruits and raisin. It says French oak casks. I'm trying to read through the bamboo material here, whatever it is. Um, uh, Bourbon casks. Okay, aged in bourbon casks, and yeah, and this is the beauty of the Fiji Islands. Yeah, we all know. Remember South Pacific and a mutiny on the Bounty.
yeah.
Yeah, where
Yep.
the chief, the Polynesian chief, instead of offering you coffee and cake when you arrive, they offer you their women. Okay.
Yeah, that was Tahiti though.
That was Tahiti. Right. This is the Fiji Islands, where a man that I used to. I've gone to many buffets with when I worked for pro wrestling. Superfly Jimmy Snuka. He was from the Fiji Islands, and he's deceased now. But um, let me open it up. Very pleasant aroma. I do get the fruitiness along with the molasses, the sugar cane aroma. I definitely get some exotic fruity notes. I love that glug 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 sound.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a light golden or amber, whatever you want to call it. All right. Yes. Very smooth. Yes, I get I get the flavor of a high quality, very smooth rum with many fruit notes. Get vanilla. I get like the dry fruit, like they mentioned raisins. What was that other fruit that they mentioned? But anyway, it's definitely a very pleasant quality rum, and this will be very good in my dark roast organic Peruvian coffee tomorrow. And I should be getting my stainless steel cone fine mesh coffee drip apparatus from Amazon that fits right on your mug. And you don't have to buy coffee filters anymore. Well, yeah. I do get vanilla. I do get cinnamon. I do get.
Now, hold on. I'm going to go through mine. I'm going to go through mine, and then I'm going to come back to you, and then we'll show the website, okay?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want mine to get too warm. All right.
Yeah. You want yours ice cold.
Warming up and warmth. Yeah, warmth is the enemy of a liqueur. Okay, so it's clear. The aroma. I'm picking up a little citrus now. Now the taste. I cannot show a website. There is no Mr. Stack's website, to my knowledge. Now there might be, but I don't know where it is. Okay. Well, this is a very. I don't know what triple sec is supposed to, but what I'm tasting is a hint of citrus, like orange peel, not orange, but the orange peel.
Oh, the pith.
And it has that tart bitterness.
The zest of the orange peel, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm getting a lot of sugar cream that you might put on like a cake icing. I don't know what triple sec's supposed to be. Okay, I didn't research it because I didn't know what I was going to pull out the bucket. So how could I research it?
Yeah, well, you get that with marmalade, orange marmalade. You get the strips of rind.
I'm glad you brought that up. You know what? This does taste like marmalade. Now that you mention it,
marmalade or popolade or whatever lade that has that marmalade flavor, right?
Yeah, and that's a good point. I'm glad you said that.
Like marmalade.
It's very sugary. It's very sugary, and the body is high medium. I wouldn't drink the sweet product. It's sweet to the hilt. But I mean, I'm only drinking 50 milliliters. But to sit there, oh no, I would never dream of it. But liqueurs are usually not made for that. I've been adding them to coffee, but not a lot. I'm not turning into a lush. But boy, I tell you, I know some people on YouTube and Facebook that
it's a hobby
like this.
It's a hobby. You don't have a problem. You have a hobby. Remember that.
Yeah, well, there's one of the guys. I was watching him and I thought, this is not good. Now he's in the hospital, intensive care, the psychiatric ward. He was sitting there drinking alcohol all night. He says, yeah, he's 29 years old. He says, I started coughing, and then the phlegm would come up and it had blood in it.
Oh boy.
Then he locked himself in his bedroom, and then he was unresponsive. It's like, man, folks, look. Think about alcohol like you would think about fire. You can do many useful things with fire, but What do we know about fire?
It boings.
You can
It
burn,
boings.
can
Well,
kill
didn't Whitney
you know.
Houston
Anyway,
didn't Whitney Houston mix alcohol with tranquilizers or whatever else she was using? I mean, mixing is a
yeah,
bad
all kind of prescription.
mixing is a bad idea.
It's
Really
bad
bad.
to drink too much Drinking too much alcohol is a bad thing. When you start mixing it with prescription medicine, well, you just asking for a world of trouble. It's insanity, really, is what it is.
Oh, I didn't know that. Chromium was used in the
Nothing good.
huh? No, I just learned
The
some.
steel, huh?
The metal chromium, the mineral chromium is used in the process of making stainless steel. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Remember those beautiful chrome bumpers they used to have on automobiles?
Mm-hmm. 1950. Hey, good morning, Masumi there. I think she's one because of daylight savings time, which I hate in this country. It is 8, I believe, 8:54 a.m. Saturday in Tokyo. Blue Bull.
That's a strong beer.
Blue Bull.
And we just got the Gold Bull showed up today in my town. Gold Bull, never saw it before, but it's a strong, inexpensive beer, and we're not going to get into that. All right, but Ronald Sutton was on. Ronald Sutton was on Wild Card Wednesday just Wednesday night, not on it, but making comments.
Wow, got a new horn. The conductor got a new horn. I never heard it that loud before. But you know what? That's good. It gives you that southern and western sound, you know, with it when he goes by. You know.
But the coyotes hate it. In the middle of the
Coyote.
night, like at midnight when the train comes, the coyotes, I can wood screaming. It's about 20 coyotes, and they go yip 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 yip. It must hurt their ears, you know. The whistle must hurt their ears.
Probably. I take chromium as a supplement, Isle of Fire. It's very important. Selenium, chromium. You're welcome, Masumi. You're very welcome. Good morning to you. Happy Saturday. This is quite a find. I'm very happy with what I selected. Really, I mean, it's above and beyond what I thought, compared to the typical rums. Well, I mean, people that hear a train whistle like that, you know, many Americans don't. Well, I know I have you on my, hey, Daryl Messias, greetings. I know I have you, Bart, on my Facebook Messenger, so just look for Progressive Discussions Facebook page. And I linked my account to Instagram also, but you know, with the glitches associated with Facebook, I thought I would see it on Instagram, but I don't. But I do share the show on my Twitter page, which is booming with activity. But number one activity on social media is TikTok, exploding. Yeah, selenium works with vitamin E.
Now,
Chromium.
Whiskey Scout, hold tight.
Whiskey Scout.
No, Whiskey
What's his name? Oh, Ronald Sutton is very long-winded.
Yeah, let's just do his essay and his showcase, and then I'm gonna add you because but okay. I'm gonna add you, so don't leave, please. I beg you not to leave. So he's gonna wait.
Yeah, Ronnie Simpson.
I don't think he's doing too well, Hector. I mean, it didn't look too good, you know.
Yeah, Ronnie Simpson has been a co-host on my show since I had to go to Facebook.
Now,
This has to be, you know what? I think they're right about the
okay.
Fiji Islands. But if you're able after you're finished with triple sec, menage a trois drink, whatever, triple sec. No, this page is
All right,
fascinating.
Here is the flag of the Fiji colony, the British colony of Fiji until 1970. Okay.
Oh, it was a British colony. Okay.
Now, yeah, in 1970, in the year 1970, the new flag became a dominion, the Dominion of Fiji. But Queen Elizabeth was still the queen. Well, they had a revolution in 1987, and this kind of dictatorial guy took over the country as sort of a dictator, and he decided that they were going to become a republic with their own president. And you can imagine who he decided should be the president. But yeah.
So Captain Cook,
that's
Captain,
the story
Captain
of Fiji
Cook,
second. But that's their
Captain
modern
Cook,
flag.
Right? Captain Cook must have discovered the Fiji Islands initially. Right? He was from England, right? Captain Cook.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Now the British flag the flag now is called the Union Jack, right? But they used to, back in the Middle Ages, they only used the red cross on a white flag. The center red cross.
Right. That's the flag. That's the flag of England.
That's
England.
England.
That's the flag of England. That's the flag of England.
Right.
The Union Jack is England, Scotland, and Ireland. It's three flags put together in a
well, at one time Wales and Cornwall were considered separate. They had their own language, their own culture. Then they were probably the first to become part of England. But anyway, you're good at finding pages like this. But yeah, the other link that I left is like an education of rum, of the different types of rum. Let me see if I can find out.
Want to read this part?
Oh, I'll try. Lower it a little bit. An ode to the beauty of the Fiji Islands, from the pristine lagoons to the lush jungles. Plantation Isle of Fiji is an ode to the beauty of the Fiji Islands. This delicious rum is made using traditional techniques and local Fijian sugarcane, first aged in this tropical climate in bourbon casks. The rum is then sailed to the southwest of France for a second maturation in French oak casks. Oh, that's what double barrel means. This double aging method, paired with Fijian know-how. Fijian know-how. You mean how to make a bouillabaisse of human beings in a big cauldron? Creates a rum. Where was I? Creates a rum with warm notes of exotic fruits and raisins. Well, they're the people. Anyway, they're right about that. I mean, they're every bit accurate about the quality of and the distinctive characteristics of the flavor, which I get in the aroma.
So
okay.
So they
40% Fiji distillery. Molasses for fermentation 4 to 5 days. Tropical aging 2 to 3 years in bourbon cask. Continental aging 1 year in Ferrand casks. volatile substances or whatever, esters, yeah, Aunt Esther, cane sugar, caramel. Yeah, they really get into a little chemistry here. Aging in cask. The color may initially vary according to the type, the age, and the size of the aging cask. Now, apparently, this company doesn't care if people bellyache that the color is not uniformly the same, and I agree with them.
No, wait,
You know?
wait. Well, look what they're saying.
Okay.
They're saying cane sugar caramel is added between 0 and 0.1% solely to adjust, if needed, the color between different batches. So they're saying they only add up to 0.1% of the volume of with caramel coloring if they need to adjust the color to make sure it's always the same. That's all they're saying. They don't necessarily add it. They're saying if they need to add it.
Right. So if the batch is a little too light and it doesn't look like most rums, then they will add it just to
Correct.
darken it a bit. Okay.
But if it comes out looking right, they won't.
Right. Like it says here, color gold. All right. Well, if it's not gold enough, they'll spike it with that. Nose intense. It starts on molasses, pear, and varnish. Varnish. I don't think so. It then becomes fruitier and spicier on apple, banana, and gooseberry. I never had a gooseberry, so I don't know what it smells like. Also, nutmeg, vanilla, and a hint of smoke. That's true. I do get that. I don't know about gooseberry. Palate, rich and round. So rich and round. So I guess it follows the nose with vanilla, fudge, honey, ginger, and fruity notes of prune and coconut. Oh my God. Empty empty glass. What are they going to say? Fried calamari too? Empty glass, molasses, oak, and allspice. Holy crap. Isle of Fiji
Look at the finish.
is a great sipping rum. Well, it is a great sipping rum. It's a fantastic sipping rum. And I would love to have this again. I mean, it's one of the very best I've ever had as far as rums go. It might be the very best I ever had. I mean, I've had some good ones. One of the best, because, I still like the blackstrap style rums, which, according to the other page, would that be considered the British rums? Let me double check. The really dark rums.
What's the alcohol?
40%.
Yeah, what's the alcohol volume on this?
40.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's interesting. How double barreling, how they ship it from the Fiji Islands to Southwest France. That's. I think it's on the Rum Heritage. No. Ooh, I kind of lost. Yeah, I mean they might as well say it has notes of tropical fruit salad with spices. It has, I mean, I can only say it has very strong fruit, spice, and vanilla notes. I don't know about all this other malarkey that they mentioned, like all these companies mentioned. So anyway, regardless,
Where's Ron?
hey, Whiskey Scout.
Hey.
Okay. Take it away, Whiskey Scout.
All right. I picked this up the other day. Was up in Kansas City. It's a little bottle. I'm on my phone, so you'll have to forgive me. But it's called Hakutaki Shiro Soju. Soju distilled spirits from 100% rice. I looked some of it up, and it's like 60% polished rice. I don't understand all of this kind of stuff.
I've seen that in the Japanese
Right.
marketplace by
Well,
me.
That's where it's at. It's distilled and bottled by Takahashi Shuzo Company Limited, Kumamoto, Japan. It's 24% alcohol by volume. It's just a little 200 ml bottle. And one thing I do remember was the Hakutake Shiro, or the Kumasacho. What? I can't say it. Anyway, that's a region. They designated that kind of like Champagne's what they said on the website that I'd read.
Yeah.
Over in Japan. But this is about all I really know. I've never had nothing like this. This is the first time. I've had sake maybe 2-3 times in my entire life. I don't remember it being good or bad. I just kind of remember it being kind of a neutral thing to me. We use this little bitty glass since we got such a small amount. I get no odor. Maybe a little grain. It's very light odor on it. I mean, I don't even get an alcohol at 24%. That does surprise me, but just a very light grain note, which would be rice in this case because it's 100% rice. Other than that, I really get absolutely nothing on the nose. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. If you hear it, that's my wife.
Your phone video is exceptionally clear. So
Good. All right, here's for the taste now. There's nothing on the nose, guys. I really can't, other than just a little bit of grain note. It's strikingly similar
Hey,
to.
excuse me. Can you show the bottle again? Because I'm going to put it in the banners.
Hakutake Shiro
Hakutake.
Hakutake
Hakutake
Shiro
Take
Shiro.
Soju.
So I saw a hard liquor on the shelf next to that, which is made of rice and yam. I want to try that.
I literally just ate dinner. I made dinner and ate dinner, and that's why I didn't think I'd be. But you guys was on here long enough. I could come on. On the flavor, I don't know how to describe it. It's just almost moonshine-like, but it's so, the 24% takes it so low that you get no alcohol note whatsoever. I'm left with this grain rice note. I'm going to call it rice because I know it's rice. And there is just a little bit of body to it. It's not just thin and watery. There is a little bit of a body to it, but it's not very intense. It's very clean. That's the word. It's clean. There's not a lot going on. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find another 24% alcohol that is this neutral in flavor. I mean, it's not bringing a whole lot to the table. I've got a Korean soju too somewhere that I bought about a year and a half ago.
Oh,
I need
yeah.
to try and compare the two.
Have you ever had this, Masumi? If you're still watching, have you ever had this in Japan? Takahashi Shuzo Company. Takahashi Shuzo Company.
It's just it's something. I can't say it's bad. I can't say it's good. I just can't say much about it. I mean, you could shoot shots of this, and it would, because 24% is low enough, it would take a long time to get you to where you'd be with you shooting shots of more intense alcohols, more higher ABVs. But in all honesty, you're not going to be left with any of the nasty flavors. You're not going to be in the oddball cheap. You know, I'm thinking of, when I say this, I'm thinking of either cheap moonshines or cheap tequilas or something along those lines. This is not like that. Not at all. This is extremely, it's like it's refined. I mean, but it's refined to the point that it's stripped it of all of its character almost. It's just neutral. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's just very neutral with just a slight grainy note, that slight rice note that you're going to get in it. And I can't find nothing else. And it, like I said, though, the odd thing is it does bring a little bit of body to it. It's a little thicker than just water. I'm not going to say it's a super thick, but you're not dealing with anything too thin. And then there's that right there in the middle part of it. You get the strongest note of that rice note. And then it just fades off. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I've never had anything quite like this. And this is the honest truth. This is very unique. Even sake, from what I remember, had more flavor. It was a more stronger flavor than this. It's uniquely interesting. I'll leave it at that for now. I don't know what else to say, honestly. Pour a little bit more. It's not going to hurt nothing.
What did Claude say? His wife woke him up and what? It was so fast. Well,
Kamarsazi makes a comment, says you taste like watered down gin to him. But I'm not got no, gin would be juniper berries and a lot of herbs and different things going on. I don't got none of that. All I got is just a little bit of that grain note that builds in the middle part of the palate and goes through the finish. The initial sip is just clean, very little flavor. You've got to let it sit on the tongue for a minute and then go find it. And then it kind of rolls in. It's very unique. I'm glad I tried it. I don't remember how much I paid for that little bottle. $10-12 would be my guess. I wouldn't have paid for 200 ml. You're not going to see me pay much more than $200. $12 for anything in the 200 ml range. That's about the most I'll ever go. And I don't think it was that much. It was probably closer to 8 to 10, if I remember. It's unique. Have you all gave scores yet, too?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll let it go with that then.
Yeah, Friday. In Japan, everybody cooks tempura because it's Friday. They have to fry everything. But I'm anxious to try. Well, there are different types of sake. There's like a cold draft sake that I brought on Ronald's show. There's the standard sweet one. Plum wine. I bought their plum wine.
Plum wine is that. I really, especially, I first found it when I went to a sit down where the guy does all the flips and stuff with all the food in front of you when he cooks it for you at the Japanese grill. And that they brought you warm plum wine to drink. Now, my wife didn't like her, so I drink hers too. But my wife's not a drinker. But I really like this stuff. And I went home and I've bought a couple of bottles now and then. But I enjoy it. It's got a very good flavor. I'll quit. I'll be quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite Japanese
All
beer
right,
is
now-
Sapporo Black Lager. Sapporo Black Lager.
Oh, that's a great one. All right. Well, as you can see, I put the score below. And the reason they bring it to France, the Fiji plantation rum, is because it's owned by a French company that makes cognac called Maison Ferrand. Maison Ferrand owns it. So as you can see below, I put an 88 out of 100. It's very good. This Mr. Stacks is very good, but I wouldn't say excellent. But I'm new to the triple sec game since I only tried it one time in my whole life, which was tonight. And remember, you can't be very unique. You can just be unique or not unique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So very good product. And secondly, Wednesday, we got Stout Sunday. We got Stout Sunday on Sunday, Stouts and Porters. Wednesday, we have beers for the holidays. Any beer for the holiday. Tomorrow morning at dawn, I'm dealing with blended whiskeys. So, boy, get ready for the world famous Seagram's 83, introduced about a month ago.
Oh,
yeah,
the pain you asked for.
Very strangely dark. You ever seen? Yeah, I bought this in very dark, like, that's what happens when you add tons of caramel coloring. All right, but anyway, so that's about it for me. So what the hell?
Orangey. You're picking up orangey. No.
Hold on a minute. There's some floor right next to me.
Oh, there you go.
That's good. I've had that.
Nice and cold, I hope.
No, I can drink it both ways. It don't bother me. I like to add to coffee, but yes, I've had that's good.
I'm sure that'll make an outstanding cafe latte using that.
Yeah, you add a little bit of that, add a little bit of Irish whiskey on top of it.
Yep.
You got a good coffee.
Like that Bushmills single malt that I tried once.
Yeah, I prefer something a little different than Bushmills, but it's not bad. No.
Now this one is called Irish style cream, and let me tell you the answer. It looks like chocolate milk. It's so much, but the story with this, they use Irish whiskey. They're bringing Irish whiskey to Kentucky, probably Patty's, and they're blending it with Kentucky cream. So the cream is from Kentucky or Indiana, maybe. The whiskey is from Ireland, but they can't call it an Irish cream because the cream is from the United States. So they call it an Irish style cream. So cheers.
Cheers.
That's been so good in my coffee in the morning, but just one cup. I only put in one cup. And I got this stuff at Rouse's for $9.99. $9.99 for the full-size bottle.
Yep.
So that's all I got to say today. Yeah.
I think that's about what I paid for the
James,
bottle I bought
James
a couple years ago.
Scoring it.
Now,
what
I was thinking is, instead of using bourbon barrel, why don't they, being that they closely and directly deal with the cognac distillery in southwestern France, why don't they import old cognac barrels from France to the Fiji Islands and just use the cognac barrels to age this, which is definitely better than bourbon barrels.
That's a good question. I don't know why they prefer bourbon barrels for that, because even with the cognac or even the Armagnac barrels from that part of France, that'd still be Armagnac is very good too.
I mean, don't a lot of distilleries use sherry barrels?
Yeah, but that comes from either Jerez or the other.
Yeah, but remember,
Portugal.
yeah, but remember, this rum is finished in cognac barrels for 1 year. It's finished in
Right.
cognac.
But
I
they're
don't know why they
making
want to do bourbon at first, but I guess it gives it an interesting flavor.
yeah, but it's double barrel. So the initial barrel, according to the website, is bourbon barrel. But cognac is
It's
much
bourbon.
more sophisticated than
I don't know about much more sophisticated. But
Yeah,
you're entitled to
French. It is French.
I drink a lot of whiskey and I've had a lot of cognacs, and I don't know about that. They're all good.
Well, I know sherry would probably add a lot of nice flavor to a rum.
Well, it should bring a lot more of darker flavors in there. You should get some of the nuttiness, some of the dark fruits. So yeah, it would be an interesting choice for rum.
You know, the people in the Fiji Islands should stop concentrating on making chili with human beings, if you get my drift. Human beings, you know, the big cauldron. And help. All right.
What did they do before Europeans arrived with the cauldrons? It makes you wonder.
I don't know. Well, I know that this is a fact. Cannibalism only ended in the Fiji Islands 150 years ago.
Yeah. That they know of.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're late for dinner, you get the cold shoulder. Remember that. Where the hell is my thing? Okay, score. I'll give it a 98% out of 100. I was going to give it a 97, but you know what? It just tastes too good to give it a 97. I know there are many aged rums from the Caribbean, añejos, you know, that are outstanding, and they don't come cheap either. And then there's the dark, the Krakens and the Cruzan Blackstraps, and which there's not that many rums like that on the market, really. When you go to most liquor stores, you don't see that many. Gosling has one. It's like a what do they call it? Navy rum, blackstrap.
Yeah, not something like that.
Yeah, that's Bermuda.
Husser's rum or something like that.
Yeah, that's Bermuda, right? Right, Ronald? Gosling. It has a seal. It has a seal on it.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
well, if you read the company's web carefully, their office, their headquarters is in Bermuda. They don't claim that they're from Bermuda. It's kind of interesting.
Well, if you hit it big with your YouTube channel and you decide to have an offshore address in the Cayman Islands, that doesn't mean your business is in the Cayman Islands. Hey, there she is. Hey, Orangey, you behaving yourself? Probably not. Feral. The feral cat that has been tamed by the Siegfried and the Roy Tyrio. Yeah, they're always looking. They always think they're missing something. You know, their attention span is, well, at least with that one, very limited. So that's that. I'll be doing my show. I know a lot of people are saying, Facebook. You know what? The quality is very good. It's exceptional. It's a place to do it, and I have no issues with the video or the audio. Everything is crystal clear, and I've been having a good panel between Ronnie Simpson when he's available, which was every week. He's got a Christmas party to go to tomorrow night, and Michael Hilton. He comes on. It's a good panel. Rockin' Paul Mantia was on the panel. Mick Von Raven was on the first one, so it was good. So anyway, I appealed 3 times. Let's see if they answer me after I razzle dazzle them. It's a sad situation because I had I had the Mother's Day video where my mother joined me for the barbecue show, my late mother. So that's but they said there's a link where I could download the data. Worst case scenario. Taylor ham and egg. His dinner tonight is Taylor ham and egg on a bagel again. Well, somebody is not cooking. I mean, not really cooking. I love scrapple.
I had it once. I didn't care for it too much.
Yeah, it's like pateed head cheese without the gelatin.
Yeah,
Like a cereal, some kind of cereal grain. It's all pateed.
I had a sandwich over in Vicksburg, Mississippi, made from scrapple, and I don't know. I ate it like I do anything, but
yeah,
it just was nothing that I'm going to order again.
Yeah, well, I don't do handstands. The only thing I don't like about it is when I fry it, it breaks apart. It just breaks apart. I mean, I could taste liver in it, definitely.
Yeah.
But I like something that stays together. Like when I'll boil organic hominy grits or polenta, whatever, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator in a container, and then I'll slice it and fry that with the eggs and sausage. Like a thick, solid piece of corn. That comes out pretty good. Hey, Claude, why is a vanilla and chocolate egg cream called an egg cream if there's no eggs in it? You ever notice that? Speaking of Jersey stuff. All right, Mr. Theriault.
All right. Well, we're gonna go to Robert. We're gonna go to Robert to do his score.
Well, I've never had nothing like this. I've never had any other soju's or anything like that. So I really have no comparison. I have no comparative point at all whatsoever. So just merely based totally on response to my palate. It's almost too neutral to be of a lot of interest to me. I just don't find it interesting. I find it nothing wrong with it. I just don't find nothing that's there that's going to make me want to come back and get more. I am going to keep half the bottle, and then I'll open that Korean one, and maybe on here we'll do the Korean one when I'm on here next, and then we'll do the comparison of the two. That might be interesting. Score-wise, I'm going to give it an 85, and that's not a bad score. It's very drinkable. It's just not interesting. It's just not interesting to me. And now I drink a lot of whiskey, so I'm kind of you guys understand that there's a lot more flavors involved there than this has. But again, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just boring. And I bought a new thing. I'm not running downstairs to get it, but I bought the new Elijah Craig C922 barrel proof. So I'm looking forward to opening that coming forward here in a few days. And I got to go on work. I'll probably have to be working next week for 4 or 5 days. But then I'll be back for Christmas. Maybe get some more stuff done. Do it then.
What's the score again?
I'm gonna give it an
What's
85.
your number again?
85.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
If somebody served it to me, I wouldn't have no problem drinking it. I just wouldn't invest the money to purchase for myself.
What about promos?
What about what?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. So
Promos.
okay. Oh, I got no promos. Well, I've been working so much. It was amazing. I thought they would have spudded yesterday. Today or tomorrow would have been iffy, but I haven't got nothing yet. So maybe it'll go Monday or Tuesday at this point. So hopefully it'll be Monday or Tuesday because then I can be on Stout Sunday. Other than that, I got nothing else, guys.
I just want to say
well, thanks for
something
joining.
about,
I appreciate you joining.
If I had finished dinner and I'd taken my plate to wash off and I was listening to you guys the whole time and thought, I think I still got time. They ain't gave their scores yet, so I'll jump on as quick as I can. And I just grabbed that bottle because that was on the front. I thought I ain't never tried it. Let's try it. But thank you for having me too. That goes two ways. I appreciate it.
I want to say something about mystery
You
meat.
did a good job too. Now, James, you wanted to say something? You said I just want to.
Mystery meat to Claude. Other examples of mystery meat besides scrapple would be nationally advertised bologna and hot dogs. And then if you put olives in the bologna, they call it olive loaf. Or if you put blobs of fat in it, they call it mortadella. It's all mystery meat. Once you pate something, it could be anything. It could be roadkill from all over the country. Doesn't matter.
I thought Portobello, they added the port wine to it. I thought that's where that Porta.
Well, no, mortadella.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is dead. I thought it meant dead pig in Italian.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. But anyway.
One of them they do. They add a port wine to it. It's probably a Spanish sausage, but it's really good. I've had it because it's kind of purple inside the casing when you cut it.
You ever see the summer sausage? I fried that as a breakfast sausage.
Yeah, I've fried summer sausage before for breakfast. In fact, yes.
Yeah. It's got a strong smoked aroma and flavor.
Yeah. Hickory Farms brand, just Hickory Farms basic summer sausage. I've cut it up, peeled it off, and fried it with eggs and hash browns, and it's very nice breakfast.
Yeah. Now once all these stocks their shelves by Ronald, you could try. They have a very low cost corned beef hash, and their store brand Spam.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
They've got it, and I bought some Danish ham. I bought their canned ham from Denmark.
Yeah, I've had that.
And their Spam is also from Denmark. There's no corn syrup in it. There's no byproducts in it.
Huh. I like Spam.
Yeah, this Spam is from
I was
Denmark.
raised.
I mean, the ingredients are very great, very simple too.
Yeah.
Very,
I just like that Hereford corned beef too.
One thing I noticed about their
go ahead.
Yeah, now what?
Try their hash brown. Try their hash brown potatoes from Canada, frozen hash brown potatoes.
Well, I usually buy the Hormel corned beef hash from Warren, and when my son lived with us anyway and was around more, because he liked it. If he's not with us though, I cook the can and I can only eat about half, and the other half goes in the trash because there's nobody else going to eat it. My wife or daughter won't touch it with the barge pole, but my son will eat it with me. So I don't buy it if he's not around. But I like the Hormel or even the Hereford brand basic corned beef. I like that too, just fried up.
Yeah.
You fried it till it turns real good and crispy, and you can eat it just like that.
The Mr. Bart Robinson, their store brand Spam is not called Spam. It is called luncheon meat. Luncheon meat, and the everything else is like the we used to say in the fish market business, the monkfish is the po man's lobster. But it has the consistency, the chewiness of lobster tail, and it's a very ugly looking deep water fish of the North Atlantic. And yeah, but anyway, yeah, luncheon meat. Look for it.
The all the Aldi's Danish is full of big chunks of meat.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's quality. They're related to the Trader Joe's clan. And try to look for their stone ground Bavarian mustard in all these. They have this imported stone ground mustard, Bavarian mustard, and their sausages are they got the raw bratwurst, they got the smoked bratwurst, they got the white ones.
I get the Engelhofer usually on the brown mustards. I like Engelhofer.
Yeah, I've seen Engelhofer, sure. It reminds me of Kosciuszko, the Polish mustard. It's all like stone ground mustard. But anyway, you want me to sign
All right,
off?
James,
Couple
we're gonna
eggs.
close us out with a musical accompaniment.
I eat 4 eggs. That's why I don't understand when Marilyn McCoo says 1 less egg to fry. What man eats 1 egg? Come on, give me a break. Come on, suck them down, man. Anyway, let it snow. All right, let us know. Hey, I'm hungry. I got a giant pizza with mushrooms and anchovies waiting for me, and gonna have to warm them up in the skillet. And I got wrestling will be coming on soon, unless it's a college football
Thank you
game.
very much. Y'all take care, everybody.
On Fox. Bye bye.